Yesterday, Olu Oluwatimi played 30 snaps, and today we are going to analyze every single one of this guy's snaps. Because as you guys know, most people believe that Oluwatimi is the future starting center for the Seattle Seahawks, and based off of last night's tape, I definitely agree with that. I'm very fired up to get into this film breakdown. Let's jump right into it. I want you guys to watch the center and right guard double team on number 50 here. Watch the center pass off the nose to the right guard and then watch him climb up to number 40 and watch how he sets up his body on this play. This is a really nice job. Now the play technically only picks up 1 yard because the left guard ends up getting blown up. We'll go ahead and back that up so you guys can kind of watch the left guard on this play. Left guard does not do a good job setting himself up to the inside. Now initially he does a pretty nice job, but what he should have done is maybe flip the hips over towards his right just a little bit, because as you guys are going to see, that defensive lineman basically comes back in and blows the play up. Keeping in mind the play doesn't actually gain any yards, we can look at this at an individual level and watch the center do a really nice job passing off number 50 to the right guard, making sure that he gets hands on that nose to make sure he can climb up to that next level defender. And as you guys see it, he's going to do a nice job setting himself up to the left side of number 40. As you guys see, he's going to get both hands on this guy, and had 75 properly blocked, the play could have popped right between the center and left guard. But again, as you guys see, the play gets blown up. The center does a nice job, in my opinion, from kind of setting himself up, getting to that second level guy. That being stated, let's go ahead and get into the next rep. Alrighty guys, I want you guys to check this play. I want you guys to watch the right guard. That is Anthony Bradford, the rookie. And he's going to make a mistake on this play. And Olu Oluwatimi does a good job kind of making up for that mistake. I really want to analyze this play and really break it down. So first and foremost, the defense is going to run a defensive line game. And you're going to see the linebacker come around here. And what should happen is the left guard, center, and right guard should swap. Right now, Bradford should actually be picking up this defensive tackle. Oluwatimi should come around and pick up the slanting linebacker. And the left guard will then be responsible for the guy looping around. But because of the fact that Bradford does not pick up initially the defensive tackle, Oluwatimi ends up sticking to him. He decides not to let him go, which is great processing. But then you got number 54 who ended up going unblocked. And that's because Bradford was not quick enough in this swap right here. So this is one of the things he has to work on. It's one of the things he has to get better at. You can see with the left hand, he tries to pick up the D tackle, but he just flat out misses the nose. But again, this is something I need him to continue to improve on. Process the game a little bit faster, because without that, he is not going to get starting reps at the right guard position. Didn't want to just point this play out. Let's go ahead and get to the next rep. This is a really nice job here by the center. Watch him absolutely anchor down against the bull rush of this nose tackle. He's going to do a really nice job with the feet. He sticks on the defensive tackle and he shuts it down. I mean, to me, this is a top tier pass set. Beautiful job. You see it within the rep, the hand-to-hand technique. Watch the nose here swap, and you can see Oluwatimi at one point is off balance just a little bit. But look at him readjust the hands, readjust the hips, and get right back onto that nose, and he shuts him down. I mean, that right there is a really nice pass blocking rep. You got another really nice rep here by Oluwatimi. He's going to snatch down the nose here, and the nose is going to fall into the ground. 32-yard pass. Really, really nice job by the quarterback. Really nice job by Oluwatimi. If you guys watch the left hand, he's going to basically pull down the nose. He's going to snatch him downwards right there. And with that, you see the guy basically go off balance and he falls into the ground. So it's a nice rep by Oluwatimi. It's something that we've seen him do back in college. Snatch and trap, slingshot, right? Some of the advanced things is something that we saw from him. Really, really nice rep. Let's go ahead and get to the next play. Now, I do want to state something as we kind of go through the next couple of plays. There were a lot of plays by the young center that were basically like this, where he did his job, he doubled, or he ended up in a single one-on-one situation. But basically, he did his job, and it was very clear he was consistent, he was solid. He didn't give up any sacks, quarterback hits, or pressures, which is really, really good as a center. You don't want to be giving up pressures. But you see a lot of plays like this, right, where he does a really, really nice job. And I wanted to just kind of point that out. Let's go ahead and get to the next rep. Watching Olu Oluwatimi, it is very clear this guy is very advanced, right? Similar to the play we just watched 2 plays ago where he snatched down the nose tackle. Here he is basically doing the same exact thing once again. You may not know exactly what it is, but if you guys watch this play closely, watch the left hand. The left hand's going to not only land high into the shoulder pads, the right hand lands to the inside, But watch him pull this nose tackle downwards right there. The fact that he pulls this guy down helps get that nose tackle off balance. And because he gets this guy off balance, he falls into the ground. So this is a really nice job snatching down the defensive tackle. To me, this is top tier stuff. And for a rookie to be able to do this in his very first ever NFL action is very promising. You know, I don't think Olu's going to start this season. I really don't. I think he's going to redshirt his freshman season. But I do think by the time year 2 comes around, this guy's definitely going to start. And I think it's very clear based off of some of these clips that the guy has it, right? I think it's very, very clear. So I wanted to just kind of look into that. Let's go ahead and get to the next rep. You got a nice 7-yard run right here. Oluwatimi is going to do a nice job setting himself up towards the right, really sealing this guy up, which ultimately opens up the lane for the running back. Just a nice job. This is an 8-yard gain. The nose is a good job here too, right? He gets both hands on Oluwatimi. He has the gap here kind of contained, but still. Oluwatimi is going to hook him off this way, and he's going to try to push him out this way. Maybe just do a little bit of a better job on this play sticking, because the guy does kind of get off the block at the last moment. He does help make the play, but do understand this play still popped for about 8 yards. So it's still a really, really nice job, right? To me, this is exactly what you want to do as a center in terms of positioning your body. And I also want to state this, you know, we do have 30 reps of Oluwatimi, but a lot of them are reps that we're not really going to analyze because they're plays like this here where you're going to see him really not do anything, right? And this isn't necessarily on him. This is just the center position. You know, generally speaking, when you're sliding to the left or to the right, and it's a base 4-man rush as it is here, there's not a whole lot that you're really going to be able to do, right? Because it's 5-on-4, and in this instance, the center is the guy that's going to slide one way or the other. So in this instance, when the slide's to the left, that puts the 2 guys to the right in one-on-one situations. So in this instance, there's really nothing to analyze from this play, right? So we are skipping these plays. There's probably like 10 of these type of plays. Now, I mentioned that because obviously we don't have a whole lot of clips, right, at that point. We only have about 15 to 18 real clips to kind of analyze. This is the final play here. Nothing major, right? Oluwatimi is he's gonna slide to the left here, and he's gonna basically help the left guard. The left guard does initially lose at the point of attack. Really nice job by that defensive lineman. He's gonna swipe with the left hand. The left guard gets caught leaning, and the center's right there to help kind of clean that up. Just a really, really, really nice job, if you ask me. Oluwatimi is one of those guys that I think has a lot of upside. He's one of those guys that I think is going to start. And he's one of the guys that I'm very excited for as the Seahawks offensive line just continues to get better over time. You know, you got 2 young tackles, you got some young guards, and all 4 of those guys are really, really good as well. They're top 12 players at their positions. And of course, with Evan Brown starting at center this season, keeping in mind he only signed a short-term deal, it does open things up for Oluwatimi to kind of take over. So I'll continue to watch his development as we kind of go forward with the progress, as we kind of continue forward with this preseason and training camp. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time with another video.